Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another Around the Town of Brantford with Henry and Frank. I'm Frank Toohill, and today we present Pasta Cosi, Restaurant Extraordinaire. There's a terrific story, a very interesting story behind this restaurant, the way it started, the way it's grown, and it's right here in the very center of downtown Brantford, the corner of Park Place and Main Street, 1018 Main Street. If you haven't been yet, after you see this program, you're going to be coming in here. Believe me, I'm here with the owner, the chef, and the originator, Billy DeLegge. Nice to see you, sir.
Frank, pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
It's great to be here with you, talking with you at this incredible restaurant. And we're going to be talking about the history of the restaurant, and it's an amazing story. So I'm just curious about one thing, though, Billy, as we start the program. I'm looking around this beautiful restaurant, totally clean, everything ready, the placemats there, but it's empty. How come it's empty?
Well, we're here bright and early, so we're beating the rush, the lunch crowd. So
It's true. It's true. Okay, so I thought we would start with you, with your history. So now, you've always been into cooking, right?
yes, I started in about eighth grade, the summer of eighth grade, and never stopped going since. And my mother said, as long as you keep your grades up through high school, you could keep this job. And I was literally working almost full time and juggling both.
So at the time that you first started cooking, your first job. What was your first job, Billy?
It was in a Mexican restaurant in Waterbury called Amigos. I started there washing dishes, and that lasted about 6 months. And I sat down with the owner, and he said, I'd like to have a meeting with you. And he said, okay. And he says, is everything okay? I said, yes. I want to do what those guys are doing behind the line.
Cooking.
Yeah. And that was it. He gave me a shot of prepping, and I worked my way up within 6 months and never looked back.
Okay, so that was your first job. Now, schooling, though, what did you do for schooling?
With Amigos, we moved Amigos, so I had the experience of moving different locations of restaurants. And then my last 2 years of high school, I was working in the hotel in Waterbury, the Sheraton. And then from there, I graduated high school and went right to the Culinary Institute of America.
Oh, that's great. So you went to the culinary.
Yes.
Wow. How did you do there?
Perfect attendance, and I did pretty well, I think.
Yeah. You sure did. Take a look at this place. Okay, so after that then, how'd you get started in Brantford?
So a chef I worked with in Waterbury, Pierce Rayner, took me under his wing, and then after college, I was looking for him, and I saw him on the cover of Connecticut magazine. And he ended up coming to Brantford and opening a restaurant in my second location. Okay. So I was doing my stints in some restaurants, and I ended up working at a beautiful restaurant, Diorio's in Waterbury, where I grew up. Mm-hmm. So to land that job, it's a historic restaurant. It just turned out beautifully. And then going through some other restaurants, I ended up finding Pierce, helping him with a catering party. I says, I want to do something on my own. I want to move to Brantford.
Okay.
And that was it. And the spot across the street, which is the pizza place now, that's where it all began.
Okay, so the first location that you had in Brantford was down across from Lenny's, right?
Directly across the street. Yeah. November of 92, we opened the doors.
At the time you opened the doors, what was your age?
22.
22, you opened your first restaurant in Brantford, right across from Lenny's down in Indian Neck. That's amazing.
I just had a good work ethic and was determined to make it work.
Now, the other thing, too, is, right, there were two dreams that Chef Billy had growing up, and this was one of them, food. But there's another dream, which he has also succeeded in, and that was what?
Love being a firefighter for the New Haven Fire Department. I just finished my 7th year, so starting my 8th year. And I'll tell you, those guys, we eat really good at night.
I can imagine. I know. And boy, I'm sure the last 2 years with COVID, you've been extremely busy, right?
Yes, I think COVID like really affected all the restaurants, which
Yeah.
is it was very hurtful for a lot. Some places closed. We muscled through it, closed down for a while, practicing all CDC guidelines and everything. As you can see, some of the plexiglass and the separations, we still keep them up, and hand sanitizers, and I spend the best on the chemicals just to clean up and keep this place very sanitary. So
No, it's great. It really is totally sanitary. Oh, stay with us because as we complete the restaurant tour, then we're going to go back behind the scenes, and you're going to be in the kitchen here at Pasta Cosi, and we're going to be doing some cooking with Chef Billy. So that's coming up. Now, okay, all right, so let's go back. You're 22 years old. You opened your first restaurant. Now, that was takeout then, right?
just takeout, correct.
And I believe you specialized in what?
Just all fresh gourmet pastas, quarts of sauces, had a little deli case with lasagnas, meatballs, stuff like that. Just grab and go stuff. And actually, we were doing wholesale pasta to restaurants, and our first big account was Foxwood Casino.
Really? That was a huge account.
The only problem was I spent too much time up there when I had to bring the pasta there.
Yeah, it's a long haul. Yeah. Okay. All right. So then what happened? Right. It started to get warm outside, and so what happened?
So this wonderful health inspector, she's like, "Do you know what happens here in the springtime when it gets warm?" I said, "No, I don't." She goes, "You need to slide this back, throw a couple tables in, and just have dining inside." So I put a little chalkboard menu up, and then when the summer hit, 2-hour waits at Lenny's, which is a fantastic restaurant,
Yeah.
legendary.
Yeah.
So, and good friends of mine. So I put a sign outside. I said, "Eat in or take out," and there was a line out the door.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, with 2 tables, that was pretty easy. That was pretty easy to do.
2 tables he started out with. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so then after that, I mean, you stayed there for some years, right? And then you moved. Where'd you move?
We were there for 6 years, and in that time, we put an addition on for outdoor dining, which is still,
You paid for it?
yeah,
Really?
and that still exists. But in the meantime, right down the street here at Jazen Cafe, used to be a yogurt shop, ice cream, and I partnered up with some friends from Waterbury, and we opened Cafe Bella Vita.
Uh-huh.
So now I was juggling the two. At that point, I stayed in there. I think I stayed in there for a couple years, sold out, and then turned around and opened at Rosovino in Short Beach Road.
Uh-huh.
And while I was just opening that one, within the next 6 months, we moved locations of Pasta Cosi from where it is the original spot to across the street.
To across the street. Now, that's the place where.
Freaky Tiki is now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you took that place.
Yes.
Okay, so you had the Tiki Freaky, you had what, El Ponzo and Short Beach, all at the same time?
Yes, I had the Pasta Cosi and El Pranzo going for quite some time. My partner and I over there ran that for probably a good 5 years, and we sold out.
Uh-huh.
And rode out a few more years there. We did 8 years where the Freaky Tiki is, and
You
then
were 8 years there?
8 years. So,
Wow.
and we're in our 16th year now up on the green.
That's great. So then altogether, I mean,
I think
you've been
we were at over 30 years.
over 30 years.
We're in our 30th year.
In your 30th year. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
30 years of excellence in Brantford as far as the restaurants go. Chef Billy DeLegge. That's an amazing story. Now, this is right, as I said, right in the center of Brantford,
Yes.
right across from Town Hall.
So happy to be here.
And now, as I remember, this all used to be Atlas Store, and then this was Car Travel, right?
Yes, it was. And we took it over. It was a clothing store, and we had the opportunity to come up. Great landlord. I saw a little sign in the window, called them up. We made the deal on our own. That was it. The rest is history.
And you've been here ever since.
Yes.
It's an amazing story, and it's an amazing restaurant. It's now, I mean, I just like to go through some of the,
Sure.
some of the foods offered here. I mean, right? It's it's Italian, but you've added steak recently, right?
Yes, we did. We had an Italian steakhouse menu because then there used to be a steak place down the street. So we said, let's capitalize on that. And our motto, our theory, or my theory of, it's not quantity, it's quality. and you get what you pay for, and everything is made fresh on premise here every day.
That's why the people keep coming back.
We get the highest quality meats, so our steakhouse menu, Italian steakhouse menu, is working pretty well.
So, right, pasta you like, steak you like, this is the place. To me, this is one of the biggest things I've ever heard about a Brantford restaurant. Right, with all the great Italian restaurants in this area, right, the New Haven area, right? A couple times now, you've gotten the award as the best Italian restaurant in the region, right?
It's humbling, and we appreciate it. We appreciate the recognition, that's for sure.
It's really unbelievable. Okay, so, I see all these pictures on the wall, and I see they're all stars and everything. Who's been here before?
Well, I say most of these stars started from back at the second location. A good friend of mine, he runs Live Nation now, Jim Bozzi, great guy. He says, you need some stars on the wall.
That's true.
So we were closed for lunches there, so what he would do is bring some of these guys down, these venues it was the Oakdale. He would bring them down for lunch because we were closed and it was private. And then he's like, how about a picture for my friend?
Uh-huh.
Or I would go up there and say hi to him and bring a little tray of bruschetta and get in the back and get a quick signature. So
Yeah. Okay, so there's pictures here from who? Chris Rock?
Chris
Who else?
Rock, Artie Bucco from The Sopranos, Michael Amante, a big Italian singer. Holland Taylor has to be one of my favorites. She spent her 60th birthday party at Pasta Cosi. And, some legendary chefs, Ming Tsai, Mario Batali, Joe Bastianich.
Oh, speaking of the legendary chefs, I understand that there's a big fan of yours, right? Jacques Pepin.
Oh, Jacques is a very dear friend of mine.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
That's great. All right, so there's a whole bunch of stuff here, that you can take a look at when you come in on the wall. And so as far as your pasta sauces, if I come in here to have a great meal, how about the pasta sauce? Can I take it home with me?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at it over here.
All right, yep, that's good. Okay, we're speaking with Chef Billy DeLegge. We're in his legendary restaurant right in the center of Brantford, Pasta Cosi. And here are some of the takeout items that you can bring home at the time you come in. Now, also you can purchase this in supermarkets, right?
Yes, we are in all the local markets throughout Connecticut. Big Y's we just got into, which is great. We started doing this. We were cording up our sauces, and people are like, it's so good. I said, let's just try to expand it. So we started jarring it.
Okay, well, what kinds do you have, Billy?
We have 5 flavors. We have the marinara, the arrabbiata, the vodka sauce, roasted garlic, and puttanesca. This is pretty like the flagship. You take this home, you can do anything with it. But everybody has their favorites.
Yeah. You got to get some.
We also did balsamic vinegars packed in Italy. So
Oh, really?
hooked up with some distributors in Italy that pack our own extra virgin olive oil and balsamic vinegar as well.
That's great. There's people I've talked to, and they've eaten at all over the world. They go to all the best Italian restaurants, and they say that your pasta sauce is the best ever. How do you make it so good?
Just make it with love.
With love. That's an important ingredient.
I've been to Italy a half a dozen times, and I tried to gain as much knowledge. It was for wine trips, so I was getting a bang for my buck. So I go with the wine companies, but I spent most of my time in the kitchen trying to, get along and see how they perfect everything with simplicity, fresh ingredients, and that's pretty much what they do in Italy. So we try to mimic that here at Pasta Cosi.
That's wonderful. Now, if a person wants to call in to make a reservation here, what's the number, Chef?
The weight?
Yeah, well, the weight, and also, how do they make a reservation?
The phone number is 203-483-9397. That'll get you right to the front, and the girls will take great care of you, or the gentlemen as well.
Okay. All right. Now, if we cross the restaurant here and go over now, right? This is the cocktail area.
Yes.
So your cocktails. This is a special place. You must have special cocktails.
We definitely have special wines, as you can see. I love the wines, and that's a big part of it. being at the other location, it was just beer and wine. Up here, we do the full cocktails. We have a wonderful team. My general manager, my chefs in the back, and the bartenders, they create like these crafty cocktails, and we try to keep up what everybody's doing, the smoked cocktails and the fancy cocktails, and just making a great cocktail at the end of the day. That's the name of the game.
You know, each time I've been in here, and oftentimes, right, I see you over there at that chair, right? You like to hang out here in the cocktail area.
I like to hang out here once in a while.
Yeah.
I like to say hi to everybody when they come in.
Yeah. Right, it's that type of place. But, right, each person that's in here, you can tell by the look on their face, they're happy that they're here. You know, it's always a good time here at Pasta Cosi.
Yes, we want to make them feel at home and put them in their comfort zone, get away from their stressful day, and just come in here and relax.
It's just a great place. Okay, so this is part of the restaurant, and so now let's go back to the other part, and you'll see the tables. They're all beautifully spaced, right, with COVID concerns.
Yep.
They have the plexiglass up, so you can come in here without any concern as far as Omnicom or the flu or anything like that.
Hopefully it's
Over.
It's finally over, but we still leave. You know, not mandatory, but we like to leave it up, and it gives a little sense of comfort. And you know, we want people to feel comfortable to dine here and not worry about getting sick and all.
Now, also, I just wanted to ask you, at the last time I called in Pasta Cosi to make a reservation, I was given a choice of dining times, right? So you have, what, 2 seatings now?
Well, during the COVID, we were just like restricting it to 2 seatings just to give us time to sanitize, disinfect, and then get the second seating. Now we just kind of space it out pretty much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could get in 3 seatings a night. It's just depending on the flow of the chart. And
Now, also, takeout. Do you do takeout?
yes, we do.
Okay, so you can call in and, you know, you can order something. You can stop up front there by the door and just pick it up.
Or we do curbside pickup as well.
Oh, you do curb.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to ask about parties. I mean, do you do catering?
Catering for all occasions. During COVID, we took over a mobile pizza oven. So we do mobile pizza now.
Really?
This will be our second summer with that, called Crust Wood-Fired Pizza.
Wow.
And you can find that at crustwfpizza.com, and it directs you right to here. And it's great. And we cater for all occasions. We do special events here, private parties, you know, if it has to be on a Sunday afternoon. So
Yeah.
we definitely entertain for those special events.
That's wonderful. 203-483-9397 if you want to make a reservation, and it's www.pastacosi.com. Okay, now I think why everybody tuned in, and of course what I've been looking for all these years I've been coming in here, I've always looked at that swinging door there in the back where all that delicious pasta and steak comes out of the kitchen, but I've never been in the back. Oh, question, Chef Billy.
Yes.
I was told that the pasta, this is a rumor that everybody talks about when they're here. Oh, the pasta is all from downstairs. That's where they make it. Is that true?
It's made fresh right in the kitchen, and we're going to see it, and I'm going to whip up a nice dish for you to try out.
I can't wait, and I'm starving. All right, that's great. Okay, so at this time now, if we can take a short walk, the thing we'll do is go into the kitchen
Okay.
here. Okay, I was just told by the cameraman that we're going to pause our coverage. So stay with us. Around the Town of Brantford with Henry and Frank continues. We're here at Pasta Cosi, Restaurant Extraordinaire with Chef Billy DeLegge. Stay with us.
Thank you.
All right, so we're still here at the beautiful dining room here at Restaurant Extraordinaire Pasta Cosi. We're here with Chef Billy DeLegge. They've been open here right in the center of Brantford for 16 years. He's had great restaurants in Brantford for 30 years now. It's really quite a story. And there's a beautiful picture here of Frank Sinatra, and it's right by the door to the kitchen. So we're just about to go in there with the chef and with Christian. He's another chef, and they're going to cook for us, and you're going to see it right here on Around the Town of Branford with Henry and Frank. It's going to be great. the other project he's working on, he works here, he runs this place. He's also a full-time fireman for New Haven. He also is doing his own cookbook, and it's all on the website, www.pastacosi.com. And the phone number is 203-483-9397. So that's a great shirt. How come you have the D's? What's the significance of that? From your last name, DeLeggi?
It's DeLeggi and my two wonderful boys I have. Now a freshman at Brantford High, who is the varsity goalie as a freshman.
Wonderful.
And
for hockey?
Yes, for hockey.
Yeah.
And my son Luca, that's Dante, and then Luca is at Walsh Intermediate. He's a phenomenal hockey player as well. He's a skater, so Dad only coached baseball. I don't know hockey too much. He's the one that shoots the puck, and my oldest one blocks the puck. But he's got quite a stint going for him, and they're both great baseball players.
That's great. That's wonderful to hear.
Couldn't be more proud of him.
That's good. Okay, so for years and years, I've been so anxious to go inside this door into
Let's go.
the kitchen of Chef Billy DeLeggi. Okay, come in right this way. We're glad you're with us. Welcome. And here we are at the kitchen. This is where all the fabulous food comes from. And look what we got here. What's going on here, Chef?
We have some fresh penne getting made. It's all the machines are from Italy, from Parma.
From Palma?
The Pomeroma the machines are called, and this produces hundreds of pounds of pasta per hour.
Hundreds of pounds per hour.
So this is, we could adjust the cutting, the speed, whatever we want to do, make them smaller, longer, for those spaghetti, fettuccine cuts. But the bronze die is very key, and we use fancy durum flour, which is a fine grind semolina, some water, and a few eggs.
That's wonderful. You're you make this, Christian?
Yeah, my name is Christian. Yeah, I'm the chef over here at Buster Cosi. Doing this for 8 years now.
You've been here for 8 years
Yes.
with Chef Billy?
Yeah, but I know him for a long time, about 15 years. I started the fire department. I came to help him out.
Oh, really? That's how you got him from the fire department?
Well, we met, when I got the job.
Uh-huh. Oh, I
So
see.
I pulled him in.
I see.
You got to check out Taco Tuesday at Pasta Cosi. He makes the best tacos in the state.
Taco Tuesday, you have that
Oh, yeah.
going on now?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I wanted to ask you, Chef, each time I come in here, I have pasta, of course, pasta bucatini, which is a thin pasta. It's like a spaghetti.
Spaghetti with
but
a hole in
it's
it.
hollow.
Yeah.
How do you make that?
It's all with the dyes.
With the dyes.
We got all different styles of dyes for different cuts.
That's amazing. It really is. Okay, so now the pasta that's coming out right now, I mean, I wanted to know, the question is, right, the whole process, how long does it take when you first get the flour and you add the eggs, and then, what's the length of time? How does that
You could, two people working the machine or even one person. I mean, you could bang out, a 50-pound bag of flour and, within 3 hours, less than 3 hours.
Yeah.
But
Well,
just the time is just changing the dyes and the flavors. So you got to do different flavors at different times.
Oh, really? Oh. How does that work, Chef?
Just proper planning. That's it.
I
That's
see.
all you could do.
Yeah. Now, also, there's a whole bunch of spices I see up there on the wall, right? All kinds of good things,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Whole garlic, crushed red pepper, all sorts of good stuff.
Absolutely. Only
Okay.
the finest.
Only the best. Okay, so now after the pasta is cut for cooking time, it cooks pretty quickly, right?
This is where all the magic happens, right behind here.
All right, let's take a look at over here. All right, so it's a beautiful stainless steel kitchen, totally clean. Okay, so we're coming back here now. He's got some pans, right? This is for the pasta after it's finished, right? This is where the penne would go. And let's continue around the corner here, right by the back door. We're here in the Pasta Cosi kitchen, right in downtown Brantford at 1018 Main Street. Okay, so we're coming over here where the stoves are now. He's got a huge stove. There's what, about 12 burners on here. Now, is it true, Chef, each order is cooked individually?
All the pasta is cooked fresh to order. Absolutely. As you can see, we don't dry the pasta out, so we make it fresh at least 3 times a week. We like to let it rest for at least a day, but it's always got that nice soft texture to it, and it takes just minutes to cook, as you can see.
Okay, so the cooking of the pasta, there's a special stove over here, right, for
Yep.
the pasta?
This is our pasta boiler.
Okay, so each order is put in there by itself, right?
Correct.
Cooked to order. So each time you come into Pasta Cosi in the kitchen, they're cooking just for you.
This is where you're gonna get. So this pasta was just made, so this is gonna take very, very quick.
Yeah, it cooks very quickly. And then, the
And then we got the spaghetti.
spaghetti goes there. It's very quick. And of course, he's got those beautiful, beautiful tomato cooking right in front of us. I'm surprised that it's turned up. Surprised you have it turned up so high on the.
Well, this is, we make it in large batches, and then it's all heated to order.
I see.
So we don't keep any of the sauces preheated.
I see.
That's just, what we like to do here.
Yeah, well, that's the best way. Yeah. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful.
These are 2 of our most populars. This is the Marinara sauce everybody raves about.
Yeah, everybody.
And this is one of my favorites. This is our bolognese sauce.
Bolognese. Yeah, yeah.
So bolognese, I've been making the same recipe for 30 years. And just perfected it as the years went by, and going to Italy a few times.
It sure is good, believe me. Okay, so now
So this is the penny's done, because as you just witnessed, the penny just came out of the machine.
yeah,
So
beautiful. Okay, so that goes in the pan
yeah, and what you like
with the
to do,
bolognese. Yeah. Oh,
try
look
to
at that.
try to cook it al dente a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to, right?
But you have to boil the pasta in the sauce.
Oh, you I see.
And then they always say try to save some pasta water. As you can see, we got plenty of it here. So
Yeah.
if needed.
Yeah. That really looks delicious. And the other thing too is, you have such a great staff, because when this is finished, right, it's still hot. I mean, they always bring it right out.
Yep.
Look at that.
We're gonna
That's-
dish these up for you right here.
Oh, thank you so much. Can't wait for a taste. Look at that. Look at that delicious pasta bolognese. And he's adding
There's a
some
little extra virgin olive oil on top.
beautiful.
Normally you don't serve it with the cheese, but fresh grated Reggiano Parmesan.
That's magnificent. Oh, what a dish. Look at that.
There is the penny bolognese.
Magnificent. That is really, it's very tasty, and it's just delicious. And, to Pasta Cosi, it's not, real expensive either, correct? You keep it, what do you call it? Popular prices?
We keep it moderately priced.
Yeah, moderate, yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure everybody, of course, everything is tough today with the.
Pricing,
Yeah.
prices are rising on everything, and
Yeah.
it's, hopefully it's going to get back to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And we kind of just fluctuate to where, if we could drop them, we're going to drop the prices. Just
See, it's
make
that
it easy for everybody.
it's that kind of a place, Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's the marinara sauce with spaghetti, all homemade, from the pasta to the delicious tomato sauce, a delicious aroma. Also, people talk about, good things to eat to keep yourself healthy. I mean, they tell you about all the good things that go into something like this, It's good, hearty, healthy food, right?
I'd like to say I've seen in Italy, everyone's living into their 90s, and they drink wonderful red wine and eat great pasta.
Yeah.
So,
That's the secret.
yeah, I hope so.
Well, thanks a lot for these 2 dishes. I can't wait to try it. I see you do have some forks up here, all convenient for us.
We could bring them up there if you want.
And I'm just gonna taste this right now. I can't resist it. I've been getting the odor from it, and it's just driving me crazy. So here's the penne bolognese. That's my comment. No, it's cooked just right. The pasta's al dente. Delicious, flavored sauce. The meat is really good. Very hot. And also, just that touch of cheese is just magnificent.
Thank you.
So, good job, Chef.
Thank you so much.
And also good job to you too, Christian.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Okay, so that's our kitchen tour, and I think right now, since this is steaming, and of course we can't let it go to waste, so I think we'll go out. I think we'll go out again,
Okay.
and we can talk some more. Okay, so stay with us. Around the Town of Brantford continues, and we're here again with Chef Billy DeLegge with Christian, and we're here in the kitchen of Pasta Cosi Restaurant Extraordinaire. Stay with us. Okay, we're here in the cocktail area again. We're at Pasta Cosi Restaurant Extraordinaire, right in downtown Brantford. We're with the owner, the chef, Chef Billy DeLegge, and there's these great pastas that I've been trying, which he just prepared for us in the kitchen, and they're still nice and hot, and they're just out of this world. You know, the best pasta, and it's right here in town for you in Brantford. And the cocktail area is right here, and they have all kinds of brand new cocktails they're always trying. And don't forget Taco Tuesdays. They've been doing that for 2 years, and the tacos are outstanding. So, you know, so there's steak, there's pastas here, and Taco Tuesdays. It's a great place right on the Brantford Green. So I think right now, to go with the pasta, I believe that there's going to be a wine tasting. Is that right, Chef?
Yes, Frank. So what I like with the red sauce, I mean, everybody's personal with wine. You could drink a white wine, but I like a nice red, a Chianti, or like a big bold cab. And one of my favorite go-to cabs is Frank Family Cabernet.
Oh,
So I think, we'll pour a little bit of this.
okay. That looks good.
And
Where's it from, Chef?
This is from Murphy Distributors, a very good friend of mine. I buy from all the companies, but we've been friends since day one, and his company has grown as the restaurant did. So we support each other in both ways.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, so I'm just picking up a glass now of the Cabernet, and it's always deep red. It got a very earthy, rich flavor, right, Chef?
Yes.
And it goes great with this red sauce.
Great
right?
with the red sauce. On a cold, rainy day, it's perfect.
It's true. It is perfect, and that's what we have here today.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to sample it now. Oh, great aroma. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. Let me take a look at the bottle. Oh yeah, it says Frank Family Vineyards, Cabernet Sauvignon. It's from California.
Yes,
Napa
small
Valley.
boutique winery. I mean, Italian wines go great with this too. This is one of my particular ones I like. It's big and bold, and it cuts through a little bit of the acidity with the red sauce. So it's a winner on both ends. So
Okay, so now, right? So this was your first dream, your own restaurant, which you accomplished at 22, and then 5 or 6 years ago, right, to accomplish your other dream, you took the test and you got in, and you're now a full-time New Haven fireman first responder.
yes.
So the next question is, how about cooking at the firehouse? Do you do any?
I do a ton of cooking, and I love it. And it started when I first got on. They signaturized dishes. They're like, we do our 3 nights and 3 off in 3 days. But on the nights, that's the big night. What do you want for, I asked my officers, what would you guys like for dinner tonight? And the deputy chief I'm at central headquarters. Could you make the chicken? How you doing? Could you make this? The pork chops with the potato. Like everyone's like, all the senior guys and the officers first. But I'll make anything, and it's fun. It's fun. It breaks up the night, and it's great camaraderie, and it's really, really great job to be in.
Okay, so at the time you took the exam and passed, right? There was what, 4 other people, and they didn't pass, but you passed. So my question is, on the application form, I wanted to know if they asked you if you liked to cook or if you had cooking experience.
If it was any extra credentials for this job, I said, I'm a chef. I don't know if it got me anywhere, but I think the other guys like passed. There was a lot of candidates. They had a big hire. They had 3 classes. I think they hired almost 125 people, and they put 3 separate classes in. So the chance of getting it, I said, let me just try it, and I've been trying since I've owned Pasta Cosi, and I volunteered back in the day in Prospect before I opened Pasta Cosi, and I said, you know what? All right, somebody dares me, I'm going to take the dare. And I did it. And I got a letter. It was Christmas Eve, and it said, congratulations, you start the academy January 15th.
Wow.
So any moves you need to make, you better make them quick.
Wow.
And I responded, and it was, all uphill from there.
So as far as working there, right? Since you're gone from the restaurant 3 full days, right? You're on 3 full. I think that's the Brantford schedule as well. You're on 3 full days and you're off 4, right?
I think Brantford's on 24s, and we do 3 10-hour days, then off 3, and then 3 14-hour nights.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, you're right. No, that's not the same as Brantford.
Brantford, I think, is
They're
24 on.
Yeah, that's right.
1 or 2 off, 24 on.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But it's a great brother and sisterhood, and
I'm sure.
it's good to be a part of that team as well as here. I mean, I couldn't do that without the amazing team I have here, and I couldn't, want to give them definitely big props to all their hard work and efforts, and putting up with me for all these years. So,
Yeah.
but it's a great family here. It's definitely a family away from my family.
Well, I mean, that's the atmosphere for sure when you come in here. Now, on the Pasta Cosi, on the internet, it states that there's a cookbook you're working on. How's that coming along, Chef?
It's getting there, slowly but surely. But it's when it comes out, it's probably going to be all the Pasta Cosi favorites, and throw a couple of the fire department recipes in there too. I'm sure people are going to want to know what the chicken how you doing is.
Yeah. Well, I think we covered everything, and it's been so great to talk with you and come in here and see the kitchen and Christian and the delicious food and the wine. It's really extraordinary. And thanks for having us in.
Thank you for having me. My pleasure.
So it's 1018 Main Street, right in the center of town, on the green, across from Town Hall, corner of Park Place, and they
Plenty
take
of parking.
They take plenty of parking. Right. There's the parking lot in front, on the street. You got the parking behind you, and plenty of parking. And so they have takeout catering. You can come in. You can purchase. I'm having the delicious bolognese. You can come in and purchase a nice a quart bottle of it already made.
Quarts of bolognese. Any one of the sauces come in quarts. Anyone that's not in the jar, we make them all in the back.
They're all made here, and then the pasta too is all
Always
made
fresh.
in the bag. Always fresh, always made in the bag. And
the raviolis. We can't forget about the raviolis.
Well, the raviolis. Let's talk about those. So, at the time you first opened in Brantford, age 22, down in Indian Neck, across from Lenny's, right? It was all exotic raviolis, right, that you made?
We had a 5 or 6 different ones we were making, and they finally came to, and we were making them at a dozen at a time by hand. So I had to make the sheets, fill them, but now we have the machine to make them. Thank God.
Oh yeah, no, but
our
they're delicious.
signature ravioli is the cheese, and we do the lobster ravioli with spinach pasta.
You can get that here?
Yes, all the time. But we do specialty raviolis, seasonal raviolis, pumpkin in the fall. So
Cool.
maybe some beet raviolis for Valentine's Day coming
Cool.
up. So
That's great. That's great. All right. Well, again, thanks for having us in, Chef. It's been great to meet you.
my pleasure.
and,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's a pleasure. So, again, this is a place that you got to try, and if you try it once, you're going to be back. And you also put tables now outside here, right on the Brantford Green, right?
Yes, that's great. And
Yeah.
I hope they consistently let us do that. And they did that during the COVID, and it worked out great.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
yeah. That's good.
People like being outside, that's for sure.
That's true. All right. Well, thanks for everything. Thanks for your kindness and your food and the
My
wine.
pleasure.
It was just terrific today. Really great to be here with you.
Thank you very much.
So I'm Frank Tuhill. Until next time, for Henry Pond, we're just about to leave. Chef Billy DeLegge and Pasta Cosi, restaurant extraordinaire, right in downtown Brantford. So until next time, goodbye.
Abudanza.